Hello and welcome again after a short break. Here we go again to the Durus lessons, third secondary stage, of course, the second semester. The lesson is Unit 5, Speaking Examination Practice. The name of the course is Traveler 6. The lesson was prepared by Noor Sufyani and presented by Faisal Ashari. Let's move to the objective of this lesson. Number 1, to practice speaking in which the student make a decision. This is the first objective. Number 2, to use some words and expressions correctly. Alright, so as you can see, we have two objectives for this lesson, and keep in mind that the title of the lesson is Speaking Examination, also Practice. So to practice speaking in which the student make a decision, make a choice. Number 2, to use some words and expressions in the right way. Okay, I hope you get the objectives in the right way, understand it, so you can figure out the aims of the lesson easily. Before we go deep in this lesson, here we go with warming up a bit, and I'm going to ask you a question, hope to find an answer for this. What kind of leisure activities are popular with young people in Saudi Arabia? The question again, what kind of leisure activities are popular with young people in Saudi Arabia? You can give one or two things they might do in Saudi Arabia, especially young people, in their free time, or regarding the leisure activities. Is it riding horses or playing, let's say, bowling or something like that? Is it football, for example? Is it tennis? You need to make a decision about this. You need to tell me, is it video games the young people in Saudi prefer to play video games? Is it just watching, for example, TV, or even through some apps in your mobile, for example, YouTube, or even get games in your mobile phone? So what kind of leisure activities are popular with young people in Saudi Arabia? You need to speak, you need to tell me what what kind of the leisure activities in Saudi. All right, you can look at the pictures if this is what the young people in Saudi do in the leisure time, or you can give from your own experience. Okay, so let's move to the first slide in this lesson. As you can see in the green sentence, speculating and making a decision. What can you see in these four pictures? Farmer, we can say, or old man or lady, and they are playing or something. Is it football? No, because they are using their hands. Okay, what about this? Is it watching TV? Maybe no, because she is holding a book. What about the fourth picture? Is it writing? You can say no, because it's almost try to draw something. Now, talk in pairs. Here's some pictures showing different types of leisure activities. What is the best activity you might find more enjoyable in your free time, or even when you want to do in your leisure time. Okay, what do you think? What are the most attractive one? Is it the first, or the second, or the third, or even the last picture? Just keep in mind, if you select any one of them, you need to give our reasons. For example, if you choose, let's say, basketball, you need to say the reasons. Why do you find the basketball is the appropriate activity to do in the leisure time? I mean, where to play, um, who to play with, for example, for how long, is it long or short time? So you cannot say only yes, no, I like, I hate. So you need to just elaborate a bit to give, let's say, supporting uh, clue, even evidence for your choice. Keep in mind, we want you to get trained on making decisions, especially in speaking. One of the four, you need to select one and to support that selection with evidence. Okay? I hope now the idea clear, so you can do it. It's not difficult. I trust in your ability. Just select one and try to speak about it. Now, if you find any difficulty in how to speak, we might help you with this. Now, how important do you think these activities are? Which picture best reflects the benefits of doing leisure activities? Okay, now those two questions might help you to find an answer for your choice. Okay? Okay, now you can see the words below: creative arts, tension, soothing, team sports, relaxing, release, improve health. Those you can use in your speaking. Okay? If you want to use sub sentences, you can start with I think that because in this picture, the activity in that picture, this picture best reflects, and you need to give a reason because. All right. So as I told you before, if you find any difficulty in, let's say, start your speaking about any of those activities, you can give an answer, for example, for these two questions. How important these activities are. For example, if I select this picture, this young girl reading a book, how important do you think these activity or this activity is? Okay, you need to give a reason. The benefit of reading for this um, specific age. Okay, what is the best picture reflects the benefits of leisure time, and also you can support this idea. You can mention some reasons relating to that. It's a sport, it's a let's say knowledge, increasing your knowledge base. I'm talking about reading. So whatever you select, just you need to give a reasons. Those words might help you if you want to use, and also the sentences, incompleted sentences, you can add your own when you want to speak. Keep in mind, you need to select one, you need to speak about it. Why do you prefer this kind of activity? All right. Here we go with an example of how to speak about leisure activities. I'm going to read for you. Just try to follow with me. I'm not going to read fast. I'm going to read slowly so you can catch the word and understand the whole passage easily. Okay? The creative arts are crucial in developing certain skills. For example, attending art classes may help develop a student's hand-eye coordination, depth perception, and appreciation of color and aesthetic. Besides this, the arts uh, allow you to express yourself and in this way act as a creative outlet for emotions. Artist, artistic expressions thus contributes significantly to self-awareness and fulfillment. Furthermore, it's important that children develop an appreciation for reading and desire to learn because this will determine the extent to what they will apply themselves academically. Reading, participation in sport activities, and common knowledge that a healthy body makes for a healthy mind. It's thus essential that children be taught the importance of maintaining a balance. Neglecting one's physical well-being will not be detrimental to one's health, but it will also lead to reduced productivity and mental sharpness. Gardening can be both relaxing and rewarding because you can enjoy the result of your efforts. It's very hard to choose just one. I think all activities depicted in these pictures are beneficial in that they contribute to personal growth and character development. However, if I had to make a choice, I would say that reading best reflects the benefits of leisure activity as it's both educational and enjoyable. Alright, so that was the whole passage. It was talking about the four previous activities we have seen in the slide before. Okay, whether it's sport activities, whether it's reading or even creative arts. If we want to highlight it, we might put like a small circle on those four activities: reading, creative arts, sport activities, for example, basketball, or even growing a plant or garden. Okay, so you can see he or she or the writer chose or the speaker chose the best activity in the time will be reading. So this was the speaker's opinion. You need to make your own decision, even opinion regarding this. Okay, it's not difficult. As I told you before, you need just to practice. Choose whatever you like. Give reasons for that. You can look at to the previous slide and look at the words again. It's not new words, okay? It's related to the fourth picture. Whatever you choose, you might find the word improved health, for example, okay? Whether it's physically or even mentally. I hope you get the main Or do you get the whole idea of this passage? Okay, and it's your turn now to select one of the previous activities and just to give an explanation why this activity is the most appropriate in the leisure time. Now let's move to the examination practice. Choose the word that produces a grammatically correct answer. Number 1, I was afraid I wouldn't be able to write an essay in only half an hour, but in the end I could manage, couldn't to finish on time. So as you can see, you need to make your choice A, B, C, D. And I need to give you very important advice. If you want to select the right word, for example, you might find this in your midterm exams, 4 options. Before you go deeply to the answer, you need to ask yourself, what is the missing part? Is it subject, or is it verb, or is it object? So we can see I. So the I is the subject. Where is the verb? We can see to finish on time. Okay, those might be the object time. So you should focus here on verbs. Okay, what is the most appropriate, which is reflect a correct structured sentence, grammatically correct answer. All right. So you need to make a choice about this, number 1. And number 2, in the story I am writing, 2 friends unexpectedly their favorite football player at the supermarket. As I told you before, you need to figure out where is the missing part. Is it subject? Is it verb? And is it object? And then you need to read the choices to match. So do the same thing here in this space. Meet, met, have met, are meeting. Okay? I hope you all get the right answers. Let's check together now. Number 1 is managed is the right answer, and number 2, meet is the right answer. So the subject 2 friends, the verb is meet, the subject is are, and the verb is managed. Okay? Well done for those who get the right answers. Here we go to the last slide, which is the summary. We start with speculating and making decisions in the speaking part. If you can remember the 4 activities: reading, sport, or even creative arts, or the gardening. Examination practice using appropriate words in the sentence, which is reflect grammatically correct answer. Those are the differences. This slide to mean that we are reached the last part of this lesson. I would like to thank you for you watching. I hope to see you in other lessons. Until that, have a nice day.